Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my project life. I'm going to be sharing week 3 and 5 with you because I skipped week 3 hoping I would get the paper person kit in time, but I didn't. So I ended up printing my cards out. So while I was printing, obviously I knew which cards I'm going to be using because I printed them out and added my journaling to a few of them. So this layout is going to come together pretty quickly. I'm going to start with my title card. It has the tiger and it says the year of the tiger, make changes and take risks. And I thought it was the perfect card to document my birthday. So I'm going to use it to add week 3. I'm using my Studio Calico week stamp. I don't know what the name of the stamp set is, but as always, I'll have it linked in the description box. And basically, I'm keeping it as is. I just added the week and I'm good to go. I love the tiger. I don't think it needs anything else. I'm also documenting my beautiful birthday cake. So all I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to stamp celebrate this special day. I believe this is also a Paper Person Shop stamp set. And I just had some journaling on my photo. So I just stamped it in between my photo and journaling. For this photo of my parents, my sibling, and I'm just going to stamp "It is your birthday" on some white cardstock. I'm going to trim it out and just add it as an embellishment. I really don't want to add too much color to my spread just because my photos are very colorful and very busy. So I'm keeping things basically black and white. So I end up adding it in that corner, but I'll come back in and change where I have it just because I'll add something to the photo next to that photo and it's just not working for me, so I end up changing it up. I love this card that has the birthday cake and you can kind of fill it out to add what flavor it is, all that good stuff. So I filled it out and just added a red heart to bring in some of that red from my tiger. And then I'm using that same stamp set again to stamp "Happy Birthday, My Friend" on this black label. So if you've been around here for a while, you know that my daughter has a best friend called Andrew, and me and Andrew's mom are really close friends, and we share the same birthday. We actually bumped into each other on our birthday at the same brunch place. So it was fun to see them and document it. And I just added the "Happy Birthday, My Friend" because she's my birthday twin. Anyways, let's move on to this 3x4 card that says "Let's Party." I'm going to be stamping "Make a Wish" and "Here's to You." I really wanted to bring in a different font to this very colorful card. And I'm going to use a word sticker to mellow out the colors on that card as well. And I went with black just to mellow it out a little bit. But I'm going to be moving on to this last photo. I want to create a flip up. So this flip up is going to have a photo and 2 cards. So my first card I created using a few of, I think, the Paper Person Shop cards and a few of my own. And then I just combined the 2 3x4s to create a 4x6 and added my journaling. For the flip up, I obviously need to back up my photo. So I backed it up with this card from Studio Calico, colored in the January, which worked out perfectly. I didn't want anything too colorful. And I'm literally just doing my little hinge with some paper, and I'm going to stick everything together. And once I stick down that 4x6 card, I'm going to have this really cute little flip up. Very simple, very easy. This saves you money. Basically, you don't have to buy those flip pockets, if that makes sense, just by using your own paper and creating a little hinge and a bone folder to help it all sit nice and neat. It's definitely saves you a lot of money. Now I'm going to go through my color theory labels and tabs, and I'm going to grab a gray tab to add to my flip up. And I will stamp "Cheers" as well, just to remind me that this is a flip up and there's probably journaling or a photo, something behind it. It's a good idea to add a little tab to remind you of that. Now, I am done with week 3. We are going to move on to week 5. Like I said, ended up coming back to my project life to finish up week 3. And I thought I would just go ahead and share it with you. So anyways, at this point, I'm going to start working on week 5. I'm going to lay out my photos and my cards. This time around, I'm using a Studio Calico kit. Now, when I was going through the kit, I didn't really like the 4x6s in that kit. So I went through my own 4x6s and found 2 that I really liked. I'm going to end up using the black one, by the way. But anyways, you'll see me here kind of fiddle with it a little bit and decide on the black. And then I can use the 3x4 cards from that kit to add color and journaling cards and all that good stuff from that kit. So for my title card for week 5, I decided to use a few of these die cuts that they sold separately on Studio Calico's website. And this pack had January through March, and I really like that too. And it looked like a ticket, but it was way too big. So what I decided to do was to go ahead, trim it down, and then recreate the ticket by literally just punching out the corners in a half a circle. It's very easy to do, and my little We Are Memory Keepers punch is perfect for that because it has different size holes. And that way I recreated the ticket, made it smaller like I wanted it to be, and just added it right above the little title that says, "Those Who Tell Stories Rule the World." And I'm going to stamp week 5 using that same stamp set from Studio Calico, but this time around I'm using white ink. This is from Close to My Heart. I love using this one on paper. It really stands out and it's very bright. But for my photos, I use the White Brilliance ink. Anyways, just adding a few hearts here and there, and I call my title card done. I'll come back to it again and change my mind, and I change where I had that first heart. And now I can call my title card done. So in this next photo, I like to document when Sabine and I go shopping. She's totally my shopping buddy. And I'm just going to be using this stamp set from Everyday Explorers. It had add to cart immediately. And obviously I had to add that to my photo. We were shopping for Funko Pops. Love our Funko Pops. I'm going to use my circle punch to punch that out, add it to my photo, and just finish this off using one of the stickers from my kit. And then we can move on to our next 4x6. I added some journaling to this. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I did add journaling about how Stitch freaks out when he sees his medication, like his monthly medication. He never wants to take it, and he always goes and hides under the table and acts like I don't exist. Like it doesn't matter what you give him, he will not come out. So I added my journaling, and I'm using that 3x4 card. I trimmed it down because I didn't love the color, but it said no thank you, and it just worked really well with the photo and the journaling. So I ended up trimming it down to remove a lot of that blue, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to use the words on my photo and call it done. So this next 3x4, I added my journaling on the bottom, and I'm just documenting how Stitch loses his mind when Leith comes home from college on the weekend. It never fails. He gets so excited. So I wanted to stamp a little something and add that on my photo here. So I used my Everyday Explorers dog parent stamp set to add a little something. I also used my circle punch to punch it out and add it to my photo. At this point, I'm just trying to decide which cards I'm using, and I end up going with this very pretty subtle star pattern on this card. I knew I wanted to stamp, I wanted to document my book club for the month of, what are we here, February, I think. So what I'm going to do is use my Reading with Heba stamp set and Feed Your Craft. I'm going to stamp the book club discussion that's with that little laptop. I stamped Reading with Heba Book Club, and I'm going to use a word sticker right underneath it and call my whole layout done. Love how it turned out, kept it simple. I'm trying to catch up and keep up with my project life. So I always recommend this. When you feel like you are falling behind, keep it simple, add your journaling ahead of time and just document those photos. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.